In 3, 2, see, it says on offline for me. Okay, nope, here we are, we're live. Okay, testing if the, I think it's good. Oh. Okay, hello everybody, welcome to XRL X2, I believe round 21, round 20, I think, of the Brazilian Grand Prix at Interlagos. I will be, your host, Root Beer King 28, with, of course, my buddy Herbie.
Correct, and good evening. How are we doing? All right?
Yep, we're doing okay.
Good.
We had a bit of a shift, because Herbie, for some reason, I suppose didn't feel like streaming.
I've got. It's not that I've just got some other bits to do while I'm actually talking on the mic. That's all. So,
Gotcha.
I can't control my controller as much as what I used to do. Obviously, get to the action where the action is because I've got something else to do while streaming. But all in all, I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to give you
Holy.
all the comms, much I can, best I can, and obviously it helps you learn the stream too. So we're all here to learn, we're all here to have fun, and let's see what Brazil brings us.
Absolutely, and I think we actually have our new record breaker. I think I see 39 people watching the stream.
That's actually changed. We've got 62 viewers.
Holy! Okay.
That's crazy.
All right.
Welcome to the stream.
Yep. Well, why are you saying for me, welcome to the stream? I'm the one who's hosting it. Anyways, there's some proper tension here in Brazil. After all, this is the great track where Ayrton Senna won his dramatic finish in 1991 when he could only use his sixth gear because he had gearbox trouble, and he pushed it all the way to the end and came in first. Now, if that does not show how Senna is just an absolute god of a driver, I don't know what does. I suppose saving that driver's life at a spa does, but yeah.
It totally does. It totally does.
So
as we are underway, we are in the first qualifying session. We have 3 qualifying sessions. The first qualifying session is an 18-minute session, followed by Q2 will be a 15-minute session. And then in Q3, the drivers that are in the top 10 will then battle it out to try and gain the pole position to start the race. Hopefully, we may have some quick laps. As in the last race we had, it was a bit bizarre because obviously we had beer booths that kept on coming out quite late and not sometimes posting. But all in all, we should have a cracking race.
I couldn't agree more, Herbie. And now, as we're hearing the V6 turbo engines of the cars roaring to life, there's, I believe that is Sasha in the Ferrari coming out, followed by, I believe that's Penku, either that or Wavy. Yep, that's Wavy.
So that is a Red Bull. What is that? Oh yeah, the Red Bull is coming out also too.
Yep, all of the drivers are being called out, except once more, I think Beer Boost will be holding back, as usual, as his teammate Anderson goes out.
Sure does, and this track is a phenomenal track. Some people do like it quite a lot. It's quite a popular track. It's a nice track to be in, considering that we've had 2 races like Japan and USA that have got the S-curves that are really hard to synchronise and get into the speed. And now it's just I class it as a really nice relaxing Grand Prix track. Basically, it's standard corners, perfect straights, and an absolute phenomenal straight from sector 3 straight into sector 1 at the pit straight. That's where we do see a lot of overtaking happening in the DRS zone.
Yep, and now Dedgar finishing his outlap. He'll be looking for a superb pole position for him and Ferrari. As I'm currently riding on board, as he goes through Q1, just look at that racing line, just glorious.
Yeah, sometimes it's quite hard to get into that first corner. Sometimes you can't seem to get the car in just enough to turn right onto turn 2 into 3. But as soon as you get that perfectly fine, you come onto the pitch, onto the back straight on sector 1. That's perfect to get a phenomenal exit.
It seems Wavy has retired from the session.
Wavy has retired
And
from the
Sack.
session.
And Ultimate.
Wow, that's crazy. I'll have an update on the circumstances now. I'm going to look on Discord, see what I can see. I think there may be a few quali bans, I'm not quite sure, but we'll have a look.
Also, I see that I'm also seeing via the stream that we also have this cool little, our sponsors. Wow.
We do. Sponsors, are very proud sponsors. And hopefully we can do a cracking performance for them.
Absolutely. As Dedgar roars down the front straight, and he posts a 1:08.0. And hang on, let me go ahead and look for the lap times.
Lap times around here, I did the X3 race not long ago, just finished. We was hitting 1.8s, even 1.7s, but I think we've obviously Ultimate's an absolute flying contender, but he has retired, but the next one would be Beer Boost, and probably Ollie. Ollie is really quick. I could say you're looking at a 106, a high 106, looking at 106, what, 7, 106.6?
Yeah. Also, with Dedgar posting a 1.8.0, he is definitely not, he's not far off to Lewis Hamilton's lap record in 2018, which was a 1:07.2.
Again, absolute phenomenal lap.
Yeah.
I can't see anything in the Discord. I will have a quick chat with him through there to see the reason why. But there's no quali ban I can see that's been placed in for Wavy, Ultimate and SAG. So I'll look into that a bit further in. But all in all, they're at a Q1 so far, so it's only 2 more drivers to go until that's it.
Indeed, and then next week will be Abu Dhabi, which will be the final race of the season. As as we're currently having eyes on Sasha, who's currently going back into the pits. I think he's calling it Q1 for now. As I'm riding on board with Penku as he goes through turn 1 and turn 2, and then through the turn 3 complex. Oh wait, no, that's just T1 and T2. Okay. Yeah, Penku, he hasn't really had the best races as we've seen.
No, we've had a few races like we had in Mexico. Mexico, he had an absolute dire race. He couldn't seem to qualify, and then when it comes to the race, he was just everywhere. He just couldn't stay on the track. And we hope to God that this time, these last 2 races for at least Brazil and Abu Dhabi, hopefully he can pull out an absolute phenomenal performance and keep into the top 10 and possibly in the points in the race. Hopefully he can, but we'll see.
I agree. Hopefully Penku won't be going a full DNF on us this weekend, and hopefully... Oh, and there goes Penku going wide on the exit of, I believe that is of T11. So anyways, yeah, we definitely have an eclectic mix of drivers today. Oh wow, and there's already like so many people near the lap record. That being Hazel, Wax, Ollie, and Wise. And I believe XRL Wax will also be is one of our XRL X1 reserves.
Yes, correct. And also Hazel put in a 107.5, that was put in second. The 2 racing points seem to be responding quite well with a 107.6 and 7. They are in the pits now. We've got Wise also out there with his teammate in the AlphaTauris in the top 4. Let's see, hopefully, even the McLarens, they did an absolute phenomenal performance in Mexico. That ran alongside with Racing Point. It was in the top 4 for the qualifying, end of qualifying Q3. Hopefully they can get up there with Racing Points and have a cracking race in Brazil.
Absolutely, and personally to me, I think I've always seen just absolutely spectacular races here at Interlagos at Sao Paulo. So I reckon this will be a fantastic race. As Housel and Penku come into the pits.
Yeah, hopefully it will be a cracking race. We had obviously X1. I don't know how that went. I believe it went perfectly fine. There's not much that went off in that X3 that we was in. We had roughly around about 4 or 5 DNFs due to the carnage in turn 1 and turn 5. But all in all, yeah, hopefully tonight's race will be a nice clean race and hopefully enjoyable throughout.
Absolutely. Also, something interesting that I've seen, instead of like all on the other weekends, like CODIS, Japan, and Mexico, it seems Beard Boost is actually qualifying.
Yes, it does. He's actually come out early for once. We're not waiting till the last 5 or 4 minutes to go, but if that's how it works for him, it's how it works for him.
Yep. And let me just tell you, the drivers that we have today are absolutely sophisticated. None of these drivers, at least of what I've seen in my fairly early career, I have not seen any of them properly, if you will, retire due to an absolutely smashing accident, and I mean that quite literally at turn 1. So these drivers are absolutely clean off of T1 and through the T3 complex.
Yeah, that'll be great to see. Obviously, you can get some really good views and photos if you are taking photos of the track. Like sometimes I do screenshots in phenomenal places. And that's Mercedes. Mercedes of Jeebus Johns has come off in sector 2. As you come around the left-hander, he's just lost his front wing. I think he put a bit too much throttle down as he come into that corner because it is a bit of a U-bend. Hopefully he's all right in the car.
Dear.
He's only got a wing damage. He will be pitting.
And also he has low fuel warning, so he'll be having to crawl back to the pits. But fortunately the pits aren't that far for him as he enters and exits T12.
Yeah, thankfully he's not that far from the track. He may be able to get... So obviously we've got 8 minutes to go, but he's got enough time to get in there, change his strategy, what he's got going. He probably may have put on some mediums just so he saves his softs for the race, but yeah, hopefully he can get some tyres on there quick as he can, fuel up and get back out there.
Yes, as now I'm riding on board with Jeebus John's teammate Tigueras as he exits turn 12 and starts to absolutely gun it and smashes the throttle through the straight.
And Sasha has just posted in the Ferrari of 107.3. It's just put him into first. But the Ferraris are doing well in the top 3 so far.
Absolutely. However, it seems that he maybe have a bit of mechanical issues as well as he's low on fuel, so I bet he'll be making a dash to the pits.
Yeah, most certainly will.
His teammate Dedgar isn't actually doing bad though. I mean, he's only like 1 position off from his teammate.
Yeah, and also if you look, it's just over 3 tenths. He's not got much behind his teammates. So if he can keep this pace up, if all of them can keep this pace up, the most like the top 6, they are within of each other. And yeah, hopefully we can see this go into Q2 and obviously Q3.
Indeed. I must say though, Lowe is seeming a little bit more confident today with his Williams. He's been mainly a bit of a back marker for the big guys up front, including but not limited to Sasha, Beard Boost, Anderson, and maybe even Tigueras and definitely Ultimate, but even Tigueras.
Yeah, awesome. Oh,
Sasha now retiring from the session.
So at the minute, as we are on 6.5 minutes in, 6.5 minutes left of the session, we have roughly around about 8 drivers, all retired. The bottom 3 are Ultimate, Wavy, and Sack. But in the end of this session, if they can't improve the time or get a time in, it's going to be Fiend. It's going to be Penku, Sack, Jeebus John, Wavy, and Ultimate out of Q1.
Also seeing, I believe 2D is I think he's an X1 reserve, driving for X2 for the Haas team. And then of course Joe Pelly being being his teammate. Oh no.
Yes, correct.
And that's never a good sign, and I've been given the battery low warning on my headphones. However, I do have my chargers, so I'll be able to continue to speak.
No, that's perfectly fine. Also, have you remembered your coffee this morning or this afternoon?
No, just quality and race water.
I can't seem to. You have this new overlay. I can't seem to get it on my system. I can't seem to find it. So the cars that are out on track, there is only 3 cars on track. I believe it's Penku in the Renault, followed by XRL Low in the Williams, just behind it. Whereas Feeding now comes out of Sector 2 into Sector 3 in the long left-hander. Hopefully his time, well, his time's definitely out, he's 10 seconds out, but hopefully if you put a lap in, that would be phenomenal. But I've just realised on his radar, he has got low fuel. So that is low coming into the pits. We've got Penku spun. He is spun on track. He is on turn 9 and 10. He's off track again to allow the Jeebus John round, but he did come off track. He has got wing damage. He will have to come in. I believe he may not improve his time. He'll have not enough time to get his wing repaired and come back to put a lap in. Anyway, but as of yet, if Fiend decides to stop there, he will make it into Q2. But Penku, Jeebus John, they're not going to get anywhere at all. Hopefully, Jeebus John now been going through the first turns, going to turn 3 onto the straight.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Hopefully, he can get the DRS down. No problem at all. No problem.
Okay,
running alongside with Jeebus John.
Yes, it's...
Jeebus John's the only one that needs to put a lap time in. Hopefully, he can put a time in now with only 3 minutes left of the session.
Indeed, and it seems Jeebus John will have to just absolutely gun it if he's gonna be. Oh, and he gets an invalidated lap. That's gonna hurt him.
Hopefully he can get round quick as he can. Yeah, there is 2.5 minutes coming up to now. He's got plenty of time to get round and put another lap time in. Hopefully his ERS will stop up above 50 at least, so he can get a decent timing through this lap. So as he comes round now, he's going to put his DRS on. Yeah, the DRS is on.
It seems the last cars that are currently out, anyways, are the Williams of Smooth, the Red Bull of Fiend, and the Mercedes of Jeebus John.
Yeah, Jeebus John now is in Sector 1 on the long straight. He's got his DRS on. Roughly 50% left in his DRS. He may get using that up on this straight bit now, into the Sector 2 on the long right-hander.
He looks fairly clean going through second as he goes through this extremely, definitely difficult S-bend complex. I've noticed now that most of the tracks are the same. They always have this S-bend complex.
Yes, yeah, it's actually quite regular occurrence on most tracks now, but I don't think the drivers will hesitant on it, because obviously they get used to one, they're going to get used to all of them. So as Jeebus John now is just coming around the left bend of Sector 3, the final left before the straight.
And where will he place? He places 8th. He is, he'll be definitely inside of the, I believe we first count to the top 10 or the top 15.
Correct. The top 15 will be into Q2, so whoever's below 15 is looking like Fiend, unless he can get his lap time in. And Penku.
Oh yes. I mean, I don't. I think Ultimate. What Ultimate is doing is maybe a little bit of a strategy that he borrowed from Beard Boost, and that he'll be staying back when lights go out just in case, because he knows
Yeah,
for a fact he can absolutely destroy the grid with how quickly he can push his car,
yeah,
and
there
that's
is that.
Fiend into 8th.
Bean secures himself into 8th with a 108.0. I believe that's Zola coming on the first straight that we've got, the DRS straight.
Penku retires from the session.
Benku's definitely not going to get through, so it's down to Joe Pelli now. Joe Pelli's in the pit, so that's it. That is your final 5 that's in the bottom.
I'll go ahead and count out the first one. You can count out 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
also,
that's
I
perfectly
see through the streaming bar, we currently have 114 viewers, even though it says 90 on Twitch. That's still
Wow.
insane.
That's crazy. It's nice to see we've got people starting to enjoy the stream a lot more. Oh, sweet.
Woo! I must say, it was extremely interesting for the last few laps of this Q1 for Fiend and Jeebus John. I mean, they absolutely just churned out an incredible drive for X1. Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, they sure do. They're so smooth into the corners. It does help a lot on exit. Your exit's the more priority of anything, to get a clean exit out into any corner, and it doesn't half help you to get the traction, obviously to overtake or even get the fastest lapser in.
So anyways, as Q1 comes to a close, it seems that everybody has turned into the pits, and yes they have, as we go to the close screen. Currently we have up front Sasha, the young Romanian in the Ferrari, for P1, followed by Hazel, followed by Dedger, followed by Wax, followed by Ollie, then Wise in 6th, Beard Boost in 7th, Fiend in 8th, Jeebus John in 9th, Anderson in 10th, with Tigurus, Low, 2D, Zola, and I believe at the end will be Smooth, will round out the 11th to 15 spots. That only leaving Joe, Pelli, Pengu, Sack, Wavy, and Ultimate as the only ones who did not qualify, at least enough to get into the top 15.
Indeed, and that is both Reynolds and both Alfa Romeos out at Q1.
Once again, I think it's mainly up to strategy of what they're planning. I mean, it does make
Possible.
sense.
It does make a load of sense. And both Alfa Romeos out. But don't work on there.
Yeah, I heard your echo a little bit, buddy.
No, I was just looking at the stream. You know, the overlay that we've got on our stream.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually work. It doesn't actually work through your mobile app. That's a bit weird.
That's odd.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to come through. But I've got it on my iPad now, and as I'm watching, I can see that we've got our sponsors, One Tap, and C3D, and our CDkeys.com.
Yes, it's absolute. We are absolutely honored to have them as our sponsors. Personally, I've never been in something that I'm actually getting sponsored before. My poor little channel hasn't got any sponsors just yet.
No, I'm nowhere near
Anyways,
either.
as Sasha comes out for Q2 out of the pits for his outlap, and then I believe behind him will be a Haas machine, and I believe that
It's
is
nice.
Oh.
That is, sorry, it's an AlphaTauri. I believe that might be Wise, or yeah, it's Wise. No, it's Hazel. Hazel is just gone past. Wise will be behind the McLaren. The McLaren's just overtaken the Ferrari. That will be Anderson, and I think that is Wise now behind Anderson. No, behind Sasha. Sorry.
So Sasha has basically been dominated Q1. I want to see how well he does in Q2 and in the final important Q3. Will he be able to take pole position for Scuderia Ferrari? It will be definitely interesting. And then of course Tootie, being a Haas driver, could maybe make amends for his not really doing that well for Q1. But of course, once again, it's only Q2. So much can change over the next couple of hours.
Oh, it totally can. I've noticed in most races now that we've been in XRL, you can have, like, obviously like now we've got Ultimate. We don't know the reason why Ultimate's in Q1, failed in Q1 and retired, but we're seeing no end of people that the drivers that are struggling always struggle every race and can't seem to catch up with the quick drivers like your Beard, Ollie, Wax, you've also got Sasha. It seems to be up in the top 10. Yeah, correct.
And Anderson slows on Sector 2, as you're seeing right now on through Sasha's onboard camera. It's just an absolute eclectic mix of drivers here for XRL. Just an absolute bunch of drivers that I just hope to see them go to their full potential today when we go lights out.
Indeed, and also Wise now, he's just about to put his lap in. And we'll see what time he's got. He's got 1:10. It's not that fast.
Sasha putting a 1:7.7. Wise putting a 1.8.1. Just, I don't know how these guys do it, to be honest. Oh! And Wise gets his lap time invalidated.
That's unfortunate. Deg is just going to third so far. Oh no, sorry, fourth with a 191. And Tuddy now with the 17.9.
Indeed. It's so much. It's always so much drama with, especially with last week's race. I mean, freaking Ultimate suddenly spinning out and then having a DNF.
Yeah, sorry, McLaren. One McLaren's have just come off track, and that's another. Is that the cars just like? Oh, they let him go through. Sorry, they just let him through.
Yep.
The AlphaTauris, it was a McLaren and AlphaTauri that come off on X2, and it's all right. They're cleared anyway.
Just an absolutely stellar qualifying that I suppose we're expected to see here in X1. Excuse me, X2.
Yeah, indeed. As we've now got Wax just throws in a 107.7. It will put me second so far, but these laps are getting quicker. I believe we're getting a 106.
It's also interesting to me how Sasha was able to get the fastest lap time on mediums when his teammate can only do third. He being the fastest soft compound tire driver.
Yeah, it does. But I must admit though, there's not much on this track. There's not much difference between the softs and the mediums. It seems like the mediums do give in a good performance more than actually the softs sometimes. But it just depends on how you drive out there.
Indeed. And hopefully we don't have crazy weather conditions like we did in Mexico. But of course, we'll have to check in with weather, so that way we know what's going on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
People.
If any of the drivers that are in chat, let me just turn this down. I've turned it back on again like an idiot. If anyone in chat who was actually taking part in the race, if you can actually just give us a shout out on what actually track weathers we're going to have, what track weather conditions, weather conditions we're having in the race, that'd be absolutely super.
Absolutely. And as Wax lays down a 17.6, he is now on pole for Q2, followed by Sasha and Degger in the Ferraris.
Wax is doing an absolute phenomenal job keeping his racing point in the top 5. Even
and we get our report from Zola. It will be all dry.
Yeah, that's a great day for these guys then. Completely dry. does make it interesting though, with Brazil being in wet weather conditions. But yeah, dry race, we should have an absolute cracking race altogether.
Indeed, and I believe that is XRL Wax after his flying lap, as I'm currently on board with Wise. As he comes down the straight for his next flying lap, what will it be? He'll be staying where he is with a 1.8.1 for the AlphaTauri team.
Indeed. Also, I think that is, if I'm not mistaken, your next driver to post the time will be Ty Gores, I believe. I may be wrong. Might be a Williams actually.
Yeah, Taguras still in the pits. He hasn't caught out for his outlap at all.
No, I thought. Oh, it was that Mercedes. It's just coming in now. Oh, it's G. Oh no, it's James John. Sorry, that's my fault. So next one, I believe it'd be Bear Boost. Is that the McLaren I can see coming through?
Yep,
McLaren,
here it comes.
Yes,
and taking fourth for a 1.7 point. I believe that is a 1.7.8. So yeah, Beard Boost. I don't know what's happened to him. It seems he's just ultimately just been dominated by people like Ollie. No, not Ollie. Ultimate.
yeah. I don't know. I know he's had a cracking season, hasn't he? I think he has. I believe he has. Let me just have a quick look. I believe he's actually won it already. I think he might be just sitting back. To be fair.
Yeah. I see Zola in the chat, and he said, "Lol, they both sound sane." For a second there, I thought he said same.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look. We're looking at it now, and God, yeah, Beer Boost won this about 3 years ago. We've got Beer Boost with 411 points. That's actually in first, and his teammate is behind him. And this is big difference. And Hector Anderson for the McLarens, and the two McLarens are top, first and second in this championship. But McLaren's, he's only got 148, so yeah, it's a good 300 plus points from me. Oh my god. So yeah, Beer Boost, he totally got it.
Yeah. He's just basically just somewhere else to the rest of the grid. They're all in the same lap, whilst freaking Beard Boost is like 4 laps ahead.
Yeah. Phenomenal though. Phenomenal racing all through. I do enjoy XRL. They don't have to put a good performance in, and don't have to put a good show on.
Indeed, as I'm currently riding on with Wise, he looks to be running low on fuel and maybe having a bit of a trouble with his car, as I see a bit of a spanner on his warning sign or something. Oh, and it's gone away.
Yeah, there's only 5 minutes left, going up to 5 minutes left of this session. And we've still got 3 drivers out there that need to put a lap time in, and also we've got Jeebus John and Lowe that are currently in the pits that need to improve their time. Hopefully in this next 5 minutes they can improve and get up into the top 10. If not, they're your drivers for the exit of Q2.
Yes, and indeed, with around 5 minutes left, Wax retires with a 1:07.6. An absolutely stellar lap for Wax.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. He's putting in some really good time now. He seems to be getting really good and comfortable in his car. It's just a shame it's coming to the end of the season. We've only got 1 race to go, and that's at Abu Dhabi next week.
Absolutely, it's just been just a stellar race, all taken part without him.
It's alright. So I'm sure the drivers will also will like the bit of a break from obviously the full season we've had. Yeah, we've had little cuts off, through the years, obviously Christmas and all that. But hopefully, we've obviously with what everyone's in and all the COVID pandemic that we're in, time to just chill out and relax. We've sat behind the wheel, we've done the races, now just to spend some time with some family and friends, I think, the best we can.
Absolutely. unfortunately, it seems, I predict that COVID-19 will begin to clear up in around mid to late summer. And hopefully things will basically be going back to normal.
Fingers crossed, but also
Fingers
just like to put out that Doug Decker in the Ferrari has put his car in third position with a 107.4. It has took whacked off third position. Oh, and
Hazel! With a 107.3. Just some absolutely fast drivers. They are just stupidly quick.
Indeed, and I've just seen, I believe, that is Jeebus John. Now we're leaving the pits. It is Jeebus John coming out now. He's got 2.5 minutes to go. Get round and put his fast lap time in. Hopefully he doesn't validate it.
It always is a bit fingers crossed here at Interlagos. You never know what you're going to get with the XRL League.
No, you never do. Like I said, it's all mixed performance. You've got people that you don't normally see up in the top 5 or even the top 10, and they're pulling out some really cracking racing. And it's what makes, I think it's what makes this our especially is it's not like it's always the same guy that's always going to win. You know what I mean? It's always someone different, and it's nice to see, to be fair.
Also, I think we got a gift in the stream, as well as one cheer. Thank you so much for all of you being with us, all 95 of you. Just an absolute honor hosting a race, or at least commentating a race for all of you. Just an absolute honor. So if you're joining us now, this is Q2 of XRL X2 Season 3 of the Brazilian GP. I'm your host, Rupert King 28 with Herbie, as Beer Boost retires from the session. And Edgar. And Ollie.
They're all retiring now. They're obviously comfortable where they're sat. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The last 5 guys at the bottom, the 2 Williams are going to be out of the session if they don't put a nice lap in. Also, the 2 Red Bulls. Hopefully, the Bulls get out there quick as they can. Well, at least one of them can. Anyway, you've got Zola that's out. Obviously, Fiend's sat there. I don't think he's got enough time to get out, and he definitely hasn't. Hopefully, Zola can put a Red Bull into the top 10 and put it to Q3. Fingers crossed.
Zola is definitely a capable driver. However, he's not been able to show off his capability whilst trying to fend off against all the other teams here in X2, including Anderson, Sasha, Beard Boost, and Ultimate. They are extremely hard drivers to beat.
Yeah, they are. They're really good at what they do, and people are following. To be fair, people are following what they drive, and they're actually picking up some valuable lap times in. But yeah, they're really hard to beat all in all.
Absolutely. It's just wow. And I'm still wondering how the it's Zola. Zola has spun at I think around T10. Oh dear.
Oh,
that
no
was a
way.
Full spinala.
That's not good for the Red Bulls at all. They'd be gutted with that, because I believe it'd be absolute blind of a lap.
Absolutely, it's just a bit disappointing to see Zola having a bit of his front wing taken off, and he's going to be crawling back to the pits as his skittish Ferrari. Skittish Red Bull. I'm sorry, skittish Red Bull gets an invalidated lap time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate.
Oh, and it seems that we got 100 cheer from IPR 56. Thank you, IPR, and we're glad to have you with us. Absolutely excited for today's race. I am too, and I think Herbie is as well.
We definitely are. I'm really looking forward to this.
And Zola smashes the 80 board.
He'll have done that in frustration.
It's like, I don't care about you, sign.
Yeah, go away.
Tigurus now being in second with a 107.3. The Mercedes has definitely gone from rags to riches, if you will, from X1 to X2, as the clock strikes 0 here for X2. Go ahead,
It
Herbie,
sure
and go
does.
ahead and
Yeah, it sure does. It's unfortunate as all. Obviously, you'd like to get the Red Bull team into the top 10, but as it stands, this is your top 10. You've got Hazel for the AlphaTauri in first, Tygors in the Mercedes, Degger in the Ferrari, Anderson in the McLaren, Wax for the Racing Point, Sasha in the Ferrari, Wise in the AlphaTauri, Beer Boost in McLaren, Ollie in the Racing Point, and Tuddy in the Haas car. That is your top 10 drivers. Unfortunate for Low, Smooth, Fiend, Zola, and hang on, the thing is just gone. There you go, and Jeebus John. It's unlucky for the guys to not get into Q1 as they are good in Q1. Hopefully, the guys that are in top 10 times in and get a P1. So as we are now in Q3, we've got Sasha, Tuddy, Wax, Wise, Hazel, Tigers, Ollie, and now to put in their fastest laps to get into the top 3 on the grid and get the first position for the start of the race. But as this is a 12-minute session, they haven't got long to do so.
yes, and with the, I believe that's the McLaren for the top 10 for Q3 coming out first, and now followed by Sasha. Woo! I just know for a fact that this is going to be an absolutely stellar race.
Yeah, it sure is. It really is.
Okay, so anyways, as Sasha and most of the grid, yeah, only 2 drivers haven't come out for that outlap, that being Tigurus and Beer Boost. However, everybody else has gone out for their outlap to see if they can't get pole for Q1. The main eyes to see today are Sasha and Dedger. The 2 Ferraris have been definitely hauling booty, because we can't say profanity, unfortunately. So yes, the Ferraris warming up their tires, as well as the rest of the grid warming up their tires for an absolutely stellar lap.
It sure is, and I've just put out for 2 people that I've nominated. You guys have now got a 1-month subscription to Xtreme Racing.
Also, we're gifting subs, so that's going to be fun. Unfortunately,
It sure is.
Wax getting a invalidated time. Also, it's so interesting to see how different the cars have came from the early 2000s to now cars that have somewhat shark wings at the end of the engine air intake, right above the driver's heads. As well as with the putting of the halo, as well as such large wings.
Yeah, it is. It sure is. And oh god, sorry, I was just let's ran upstairs, but yeah, it sure is. Sorry, it sure is. Sorry.
It's absolutely fine.
Wavy is just subbed. I believe that is 6 people.
As well as
to
Ollie,
the channel.
Ollie's the first one to post a lap time with a 1:30.0, followed by Sasha with a 1:07.1. Then Wise and Edgar getting a 107.3 and 107.6 respectively, as well as Trudy now getting a 108.2. It's all happening in the top 10 here at Q3.
Just as you say that, I'm just going to say that whoever is in the channel, I will be doing XRL Derby will be giving out 2 subs every month to 2 random people. So if you like to watch the channel, just keep eyes on it, and you will be one day nominated for a subscription to Xtreme Racing, and you will get more content, also more emotes to play along, and more action-packed racing.
Absolutely, as Anderson posts a 107.5. We have an absolute just drivers. These guys are just absolutely incredible. Oh, and Wavy says you've inspired him. You've inspired him.
Inspired. IPR too. He's the one who's giving out some bits, and they do help towards the stream. But all in all, it's great to everybody to be watching it. That's more important than anything. If you can like it, just hit the follow button and put the notification on, and we'll be here every weekend.
Absolutely, and Sasha still in pole position. If anybody can do anything about it, it would be Beard Boost, but he once more has not done a single outlap, nor a single lap.
No, not yet. No. Also, I believe is that Anderson? Not Anderson. Yeah, it is Anderson. Sorry, it's Anderson that's in the pits, isn't it? It's obviously Beard Boost that's out on track in Sector 2. Hopefully he can get into the pole position. Sasha's come back out. He's obviously not happy with his time, or he's just out there just to try and prove it so he's more secure.
Absolutely, as Tootie comes out of the pits. An absolute pretty decent qualifying for him.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
So as he goes for his outlap, Hazel retires from the session. Beard Boost.
AlphaTauri. There's an accident with AlphaTauri. It's Hazel.
And Beard Boost
Racing Point.
Pole position with a 106.9.
Wow, if you run alongside quick with Ty Gores, you'll see. Oh, his car's just vanished, but he did spin off and hit the wall. That's Hazel. He didn't get to put a lap in, and he collided with the wall. It's unfortunate, really, to the AlphaTauri team.
Absolutely, it's just X2 is all kinds of drama. It's nowhere near the amateurs of Dev and X3, nor is it the ultimate elitists at X1. It's right perfectly in the middle with these drivers, and personally to me, that's what I like to see, an absolutely mixed grid, if you will, even though these guys drive extremely professionally.
Yeah, they do. They give out a cracking performance, and the smoothness of them is just unbelievable. You won't believe that they're done by a controller or a little steering wheel behind a TV screen. It's unreal.
Ooh, and it's prediction time, which is interesting in a stream. So
yeah, use your points and use your racing points that you do get given through watching. Just batter it and tell me who you're going to win. If it's going to be Tamer or Waddington. It closes in the next 4 minutes.
I'm going to cast my prediction for Waddington. He has just done an absolute stellar job of what I've seen fending off against Wallaby.
Yeah, that's very true, but Waddington, is he actually in the race? I can't remember seeing him.
Oh dear. Oh wow. And many people are going against me. Jesus. Oh wow. And I will now do. Oh. Oh no. I can't change. I can't change my prediction. Crap. So I don't know this tinier fellow. Who is he?
He's another driver. He's a guy. It's one of the past
Oh,
drivers.
it's Trudy. Trudy's off. Yeah, just absolutely everything happening at once in the commentary box as I'm riding on board with Anderson. Unfortunately, with his lap time invalidated, and including which he only has 3 minutes to compensate and maybe get somewhere near pole position, near a beard boost. It'll be definitely interesting.
Yeah, it sure will.
As I believe
Yeah,
that was of.
I was going to say the two guys of the A. Waddington and Tama both were the first set of drivers when XRL first ever happened.
Oh wow.
That's what they're referring to. So obviously Waddington and Tama have both been into XRL since day one, since it all kicked off. So they're just saying who was it out of them two that won the first ever race.
I see. Whew.
I'm
That's
gonna say
Anderson! That's Anderson gliding off, I believe, at around turn 11. Oh, Anderson just absolutely sliding on the grass like a skater at a skating rink, except a little bit more uncontrollably.
Oh god, yeah, that's an absolute nightmare for him.
Beer Boost retires in what is currently P1. So absolutely stellar drive for Beard Boost. I don't think anybody was expecting that.
And I'm just remembering what I said from Q3 that we were going to be expecting 106s. Maybe happened in X1. I don't know. I didn't watch it, but that's the first time I've seen a 106 in Brazil.
Absolutely. Once again, anything could happen at Interlagos. Just miracles, or even then, just absolute nightmares of races could happen here. It just all depends on chance. You never know who's gonna get podium. Wouldn't that be interesting to suddenly see Beard Boost and Ultimate again being retired from the session, and somehow, some way, Penku wins.
That'll
it could
nice
happen, but it is extremely unrealistic because Penku, as unfortunately, has been a backmarker for most of the season, only being in around as of China for. Oh wait, no, this is XR1. Whoops.
We've also got another league that's joined to the chat. They've only come to chat, but has moved 89 viewers over to us, and that is thanks to Classic Racing. I appreciate that. Hopefully they'll enjoy the race that is going to be happening very soon.
Absolutely, as Dedgar, I believe that's the Scarlet Ferrari of Dedgar retiring, as the clock strikes 0 for Q3. Just absolutely anything could happen. It's just an absolute. Usually, you come out with some incredible races here at in Interlagos at Sao Paulo.
You do, and it's absolutely amazing to see that the Racing Point have gone into first and third for the start of this race in Brazil. Hopefully they can work together and get up to the front of the pack. I know it's only Beer Boost, but Beer Boost won't hold it back. He'll make sure you're not there. But congrats to Ollie for getting the pole for qualifying. But do you want to read him off?
Yes, sir. As Q3 and qualifying in whole comes to a close, we have Ollie up in first with a 106.8, followed by Beer Boost, followed by Wax, followed by Sasha, followed by Wise, then followed by Dedgar, Anderson, 2D, Tigurus, and Hazel. That'll be rounding out your top 10 for Q3 of qualifying for Brazil in X2.
Yeah, you got a fantastic top 10 there to give us an absolute blind of a start. Unfortunately for Hazel, having that incident wasn't nice for him at all. He would wanted to get a time in at least because he could have been possibly in the bottom five. Like could have been at least sixth or even eighth.
Right, so
An extra
here we
few
go.
places
The
are better.
calm before the storm. Getting ready to go lights out at Interlagos at Sao Paulo, Brazil. Oh, I always
Yeah,
love it. You always get the tensions rising, the blood boiling. You have no idea what is going to happen, including which is the weather, because actually I'm seeing some gray clouds.
Yeah, I
Very
was just going about to
interesting.
say that too. Obviously, as we're sat here now in the pit lane, waiting for the race to start, we've got at least a 5 minute break. So I believe we'll be going roughly around about 21:03, possibly 21:02 in UK times. But yeah, the grey clouds are coming out. It may change. We don't know yet.
Yes, indeed. And of course, I will be going loud for you all. And now 80, I will be going loud for 81 of you guys. So I hope you're prepared to hear a hard Texan going full screech as we go lights out here in Sao Paulo.
Indeed, if you want to get your predictions in now, as we've got roughly about 4 minutes left before we start the race, the prediction is the safety car going to be in on the first lap. Let me get it right. Let me spit it out right for you. Is safety car going to be coming out on the first lap?
My personal prediction, I don't think so. The reason being is because of the driver's experiences. Even though we've had a little bit of a tricky bit around T1 and T2 for at least the back of the grid drivers. But all in all, we haven't seen any big ones coming out of T1, or at least for as long as I've been here doing comms.
No, no. And also with Brazil, it's actually a wide corner. It doesn't look like it, but if you get into the corner, if someone's on your inside, they're going to be turning aggressively into the left. So you've got more than what? I'd say about 6 meters of track round the side. You've got plenty of room to get round. There shouldn't be much contact at all in turn one. It's just if people harsh brake it and not judge it right, that's the only thing that's going to cause an issue.
Yeah, and IPR in chat is asking me to say Nissan.
Nissan route.
Very interesting. Okay, well,
If you're
Nissan
sat there
route.
behind that screen, IPR, laughing at his accent because he's saying Nissan instead of Nissan, you're going to get hurt.
Well, I mean, I can also say Nissan. So
Yeah, well,
I
you
can
know
do
what
it
it's
both
like.
ways. Let's just not put O in front of Nissan, otherwise, oh Nissan. Oh god. As levels rise, as the stakes cannot be higher. As I said to Ledger, no, not Ledger. I forgot. What was the guy's name? What was the guy's name?
It'll tell you in a minute, chat.
Why do I have so many friends? Okay, so when I was with Lopez, I said this, and I'll go ahead and say it for chat and for this race. The tension is rising higher and higher. It's like somebody in a midday barbecue flung a steak onto the house's roof. The stakes cannot be higher.
You have different ways of saying things. It's quite funny, to be fair. Like when you had that knock, who was there? That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Um. So yes, but the tensions is just absolutely going off the wire. It's just anything could happen again. And now with 103 people, as we're about to go lights out. Oh.
Are you going to be calling the red lights?
Absolutely. Absolutely. How could a person miss this and being able to command lights out? I mean, it's an absolute honor. It's an absolute honor for me to be here with you, Herbie, and to have all of these fantastic guys with us as we're about to go lights out at Interlagos.
Indeed, and I'd also just like to thank all our sponsors. It's obviously sponsored us with this event, and it's just an absolute godsend that it's helped us towards getting better and better, and we're getting more people involved. And it's just phenomenal through and through.
Absolutely, it's become so professional. Only through a couple of weeks, as the drivers ready up. As we currently now have
Indeed.
around 15 seconds left before we go lights out. Yeah.
Indeed, it's going to be I believe it's a 38 lap.
I'm absolutely giddy. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, and you meet us on the grid as all of the drivers get lined up on the grid. Here we go. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and let's go, 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 go. Here at Interlagos. Ollie, first up, he goes away cleanly. Followed by Beardbridge, followed by Wax, followed by Sasha, followed by Ollie, followed by Wise. As the train,
there's wing damage.
No safety car, and that's Whaley in the back.
We got wing damage there as it comes from turn 3. They're all now on the first set of the straights. So one of the Red Bulls go wide. So is Renault.
Drove them all cleanly. Nobody has done all the yellow flags. My prediction was correct.
Hopefully it sticks. We've still got rest of this to go.
It's the Renaults. Yellow flags. Yellow flags.
Penku again.
Sector 1. It's Penku. I think it's oh no. It's the 27 Renault of Penku again. He just hasn't had the best career, at least for this season. He's always been the backworker. He's always been the guy who's lagging behind.
Oh, that's a racing point. That's Wax. Wax has also come wide. He went wide on that corner then. He's dropped a lot of places. He's now behind the Williams of XRL Low with Tycles and Mercedes right on the back of him, but he's coming now to attack him on the actual pit straight. He's on the back end of Low now. He's coming up now. He's got his DRS on. Flying on the outside of him.
Beardbridge now being with a, I believe that was a 114.6 as all of the cars go through lap 1 and now on to lap 2. And I think I see a Red Bull in the pits.
Indeed, look at that prediction.
No, that's an Alpha Tower of Hazel.
Hazel's in the pits. That is just unbelievable. I don't know what happened to Hazel. He had a wing change. He must have contact in that first lap.
Beardboost is absolutely stealing this race with Ultimate in 15th. Ultimate, for God's sake. This man is just an absolute godsend in X2. Unfortunately, he had a bit of trouble in Mexico, and that's contact. That's contact with Ultimate and Sean. That's a bit of a wing damage to Ultimate. He won't be happy about that. I can tell you that already. Oh, and there's more contact. That's another. I believe that was another Alfa Romeo wing that we saw.
Penku's gone again. Penku's gone again. He's not enjoying this at all. He's gone. He's going to have the back of. He's going to have Hazel coming up to the back of him now. He's got wing damage again. Oh, he's struggling so much in this league so far. Bless him. He will get better. It's just he's not doing well at all in X2. But hopefully, new year, new start. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's got wide again. He's at the wall.
Oh.
Going into the pits.
Hazel's Penku's coming into the pits.
Ultimate's in the pits now. He's come out of it now. He's got a fresh wing on. He's got the hard tyres on, so hard tyres might get him closer to the end to put some softs on, but hopefully a safety car may come out and he may chuck some medium tyres on, fingers crossed.
Classic saying in chat, you're the weakest link, you're fired. Might
I hope
happen.
that's not me.
Oh, and that's Tigurus with a
Oh,
you can see that's a yellow for fuel.
yeah. Also, Joe Pelly got overtaken by at least 4 drivers from Jeebus John all the way to Joe Pelly. He had wing damage. He must have collided with another car. I believe it might be with Jeebus John.
Jeebus John getting the first 5-second time penalty, including Dedgar getting penalty.
Anderson.
And now Zola.
Anderson's now attacking Dedgar. He's just 2 tenths behind him. He may get him on this right-hander. He might sneak on the inside.
Indeed, with an incredible train of cars being now as we go through the last couple of quarters, and as we're about to around any handfuls of seconds now, we'll be seeing the Papaya Orange McLaren of Beard Boost any moment now. And here comes the first back marker. It's Penku. Penku is right up in front of Beard Boost.
Yeah, Penku's not having a good time at all, and this is not going to be even nice. Oh, he's on the board again! What is going on? He's hit the pit wall, he's on a straight, how's he doing that? Oh, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
He'll be seeing that Papaya Orange McLaren in his mirrors, and he'll be being asked to do blue flags and let the leading cars through. As we go into lap 5s, here's your top 10. Beard Boost, followed by Sasha, followed by Ollie, followed by Wad, followed by Denver, followed by Anderson, followed by Lowe, followed by Wax, followed by Smooth, and then followed by Sack. Oh! And that, I think that's
off again.
Oh, good God.
10-second penalty as well with exceeding track limits.
The poor 24 Renault machine. It's just not going well for him. And he's colliding with the barriers. And he's out. He's out of the session.
That car, I don't think that car's going to move again. I think he has took the wheel off it, but Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on with him.
I think he's a bit mad.
Yeah, well that's the flags in sector 2. There's no safety car as of yet, but your prediction was right for lap 1. There's no safety car in lap 1. We've still got a good fight ahead of us. We've got Sasha, Ollie, Wise, and Dedgar. Also, Anderson's getting involved.
Absolutely, with 36, with now 30 laps to go, anything could happen. And that's yellow flag, sector 1, and that immediately gets cleared up.
It does. I believe that might have been Jeebus John. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, it's the Ferrari. Yeah, it was Jeebus John. Jeebus John's just come out. But I think he's hit the pit wall as he come out. It's funny to say, but he has he's collided with the wall as he come out of the pits. But still, there's a fight going off with the top 5 drivers from getting second.
It just seems that just some of these drivers it's just not going well for especially Jeebus John now having a bit of a front wing damage.
I know, it's unbelievable, but as we can see, the Beard Boost is pulling away, but he's only got 1.5 seconds in front of Sasha. Sasha seems to be creeping back slowly back to him, but he's got Ollie on the back.
And there's Ollie right on the back of this massive rear wing. The Racing Point car is looking left and right, looking for an opening, but he can't seem to find one just yet. As I'm on the rear end of the air intake on Sasha's machine, and Penku has now left the session, and Jeebus John is currently pitting right now.
Yeah, indeed. He's also got, I think that's Zola, or Zola, the Red Bull is also the pit. Beard Boost has got a 3-second
time penalty.
Yes, indeed. I believe so. If you keep an eye on Ollie's going to get DRS and his ERS on the back of Sasha. He may get second place on this. He's just coming out from the last few bends.
A 3-second time penalty. It never goes without saying that in X2 A race never happens without penalties.
Yeah, indeed, you never go anywhere without a penalty in racing. But as we are now, Sasha Ollie's now gained massively above Sasha. Will he pull it back on turn 1? He's going to go for the dive. No, he's
Staying back.
staying back. Ollie scratching to the back of him.
Incredible fight with
Here we
Sasha
go,
and Ollie. He'll be trying to send it at T1, I can tell already, with the BWT logo. Oh, and he's going to be staying back. He's looking, he's lurking all around. He's like the professor himself, Alan Prost. He's looking everywhere for a decent and efficient move to play against Sasha. When it's a long stage fight like this between Ollie and Sasha, it becomes more like chess instead of single turbo V6 Formula One cars going through Interlagos. It becomes more of a chess game, where to put your move next. What do you have to sacrifice in order to get up front with these guys? It just all goes into the factor here.
It sure does. I think Ollie's had a few turns that have not been great for him, because now he's got Wise on the soft tyres, flying up to the back end of him. Now he's got DRS. He's going to use his DRS. He won't get him on turn 1, but he may get him on the sector 1 straight.
With Sasha, Andre, and Ollie. No, excuse me. That's Sasha, Ollie, and Wise. Essentially all the way in a three-way battle between each other for second, third, and fourth.
Yeah, and also Smooth's just overtaking Sack on the turn 1 to 3 on the S's. He's now on the straight. I think it's Sack. It is Sack. Sack's got the DRS.
Sack's
going to
see if he can't go. No, he's going to stay back. Well, that's what I'm talking about. These drivers are absolutely pure safe drivers. They barely do anything that could harm themselves or the car. And that's what makes X2 just an absolute incredible series. Instead of just the elitists in X1 and the absolute amateurs in Dev and X3, there's the X2 guys, the guys who definitely know what they're doing, but they're not there just yet. And that's what makes racing in X2 just an absolute barnstorm of an absolutely fantastic race. As Ollie is Ollie's going out on the outside. Will he be able to make it stick? It looks so.
Oh, it's side by side. He's still got the inside. He's got him on there.
Absolutely
Ferrari may have to DRS.
Racing from Ollie and Sasha. As Sasha now stares at the BWT rear wing, and he's going again.
Here he comes.
He's going for out of the S's, and now into this next one. I believe this is turn 3 through sector 1. The Ferrari gets back at him. Oh wow!
This is phenomenal driving.
Absolutely. Sasha and Ollie are just going at each other's throats like the absolute sportsmen they are. It's just
the thing is though, these two are going to constantly battle out. They are on the medium tyres. They've also got the guys behind that are starting to gain on them, and it's Wise that's got the soft tyres. They are the quicker tyre, but he can't seem to catch up at all. But he is going to end up getting all them behind to the back of him, and he'll have to defend and attack while trying to get Sasha.
Beard Boost is just flying away. Now having a 2.5 second difference in front of Sasha. It's just incredible of what these drivers can do, especially when
he's on the inside. Ollie's on the inside.
Oh, Ollie takes it back. Zola getting a 3-second time penalty. An absolute incredible scrap between Sasha and Ollie. Wise is just watching with the popcorn. Oh, no, never mind. Wise has dropped his popcorn and saying, hey, I want to get in that action. Oh, Ollie is so close. There's contact. There's contact. It's Edgar and Sasha. Now Wise getting with the two Ferraris. He's trying to get out.
No, Sasha's gone.
Oh. Oh, wow.
I don't believe it on the inside of Dedgar as well, look.
Wax and Dedgar having a bit of a fight right behind. Oh, no, that's Ollie. Oh, it's the two Ferraris versus the two Racing Points. Holy crap.
Oh, my God. Wise with the attack there is now made Sasha lose about four places.
Anderson and Beard Boost currently now the McLaren 1-2. It's just an absolutely incredible first 12 laps.
Oh, he's coming now on Wise. Ollie's coming down the outside of Wise into turn 1. He's got it, he's perfectly got it, but he's also got Denker right behind him. Sasha's attacking as well.
These cars are swirling around each other like angry hornets. Wax getting a 3-second time penalty as Ollie goes down the first straight and third, followed by Wise, followed by Dedger, followed by Sasha, and followed by Wax. Just an absolute incredible fight between these 5 drivers. And that's a yellow flag. I think that was Jeebus. That was no, that was Tigres.
Tigres has turned his car. He's got wing damage. Luckily he's near the pits to pit his car back in and get a new wing. No, he's not. He ain't got wing damage. Sorry, he hasn't got wing damage. It looked like he had no end plate.
This is scraps everywhere. Scraps up front, scraps up back, scraps in the middle.
They're absolutely everywhere, but the main scrap here is with these 5 guys. We've got Ollie, Anderson. Oh no, Anderson's pulled away, sorry. So it's Wise on the back of Ollie with Dedger and Sasha, and Wax is also getting involved, but Dedger's now coming to the pits.
Indeed. It seems that Dedger is starting to slowly bow out of this large, what am I saying, large scrap heap between freaking Ollie, Wise, Sasha, and Wax. It's just, wow.
Sasha's not going to like this with Wax on the back end of him. He's not used to Wax's driving, and Wax is really aggressive on the terms of if he was going to put that car there, he's going to put it there and make sure he gets the overtake. So Sasha's going to have to keep his wits about and make sure that he doesn't make contact with the racing point, or else it's going to ruin his race and also Wax.
Indeed, the number 12 Frenchman right up the Ferrari's rear wing. There we go.
Correct.
It's just an absolute stellar race between these 5 drivers. Well, now 4 drivers, as Dedger, I believe, went into the pits and is now back into P13.
Also, you've got Zola. I know they're at the back of the pack, but you've also got Zola now fighting with the Mercedes of Tigres. He's just 4 tenths behind him.
Yeah, he's sandwiched in between Tigres and Jeebus John. Now, Zola being an absolute fantastic driver and being a part owner of the XRL League, can he do anything about getting past this Mercedes? It'll be interesting to see. Ultimate now setting the fastest lap with a 109.7. Wow.
This is phenomenal driving from all drivers. Absolutely phenomenal driving.
Absolutely. Golf clap type applause for all drivers. This is an
I must admit,
stellar race.
I was just going to say, I must admit, the McLaren team are going to absolutely love this. They don't need the points, but they're going to get an absolute brilliant win in Brazil to keep this up. Ultimate now has received 3 seconds, so is Tigres. Multiple warnings.
The Aston Martin Red Bull of Wise is the only one near the front of... Oh wait, no, excuse me, I forgot Wise was an AlphaTauri. I was apparently looking at, I think,
Fiend, you were thinking looking at, Fiend.
Yeah. As the 4 drivers start to spread out, however, they're at the same time very much bunched together. And it seems that the Ferrari of Sasha, the Romanian, is looking for a way in. He's looking for any form of way in to get himself into the top 3 spot.
It looks like Hazel and Ultimate are actually battling through now. Ultimate's starting to progress through the pack. He is quite a fair way from the Ferrari of Dedger.
Hazel's actually making a move on Ultimate right now as they go into the next corner. Will it work? No, it won't. Oh, and there's contact. There's a little bit of contact between the AlphaTauri and the Alfa Romeo.
It's still side by side though.
Oh my word, they're still side by side.
This is great driving. Absolutely great driving.
And I know this isn't the final race, but I must say, what a season finisher.
It is, sure is. It's definitely making it an interesting one right near the end of the season. But as the first top 6 drivers are now easily spread out. We've got battles between the Smooth and Fiend and Wavy. Wavy's also involved.
Wavy being on the back of the Aston Martin rear wing of Fiend. He's gonna make a move.
Got him now.
He's gonna make a move, and he spins around. It's just an absolute
side by side.
fire. Oh, it's still side by side. Yeah. Oh,
he's got it all.
They make contact. Oh, that's Fiend.
Oh, Fiend's gone.
Fiend's gone. Manuel Spinola. Oh, and that's, I believe that's a AlphaTauri. Yeah, that's Hazel.
Hazel, that's unfortunate. Hazel is a cracking battle with Ultimate. But Ultimate now is getting really close on low.
Just a mad race this is. What do you think, chat?
It's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yes.
Hopefully the guys that are watching are enjoying it as much as we are.
Yeah, for me, I'm having an absolute blast. As now
there
we
you go, the
currently
Ferrari now of Sasha. Oh, sorry, I was just saying the Ferrari of Sasha now is attacking the AlphaTauri. He backed off a bit, but he's still on the back end of him. Hopefully Wise can defend it much as he can as he comes around this right-hander. He may look on the inside of the next corner. Oh, it's there for Sasha.
Absolutely, just I was not wrong. The tensions were gonna arise, safety car or not. Sasha with the Ferrari right up near the AlphaTauri rear wing now. Just Wise is looking back there and he's seeing a red scarlet Ferrari in his mirrors. Knowing for a fact, Sasha is definitely the relentless type of driver. He will do anything he can, legally that is, to get in front. Sasha now making a
Sasha
move.
now. Sasha's on the outside. Is he going clear?
Past Wise like he's standing still.
That's also brought Wax into play. Hopefully Wax might be able to put the foot down and get onto the back end of Wise to get that racing point up to where Ollie is in second.
Absolutely, and we have a bit of a fight between Wavy and Anderson. It's the Renault versus the McLaren Papaya Orange machine of Anderson. Anderson's slowly pulling away, but it won't be enough. Here comes Wavy. 0 seconds behind. It's just an absolute scrap fight between just all the ultimate pair drivers, including Fiend and Dedgar, as they go through the S's together.
Indeed, you've still got Wax on the back end, chewing away at the AlphaTauri. There's not long now until he's on this straight. He may use his DRS on him if he's got plenty of time to get back in. He's only 2 attempts. He's definitely going to get him on here.
Oh, here he goes! He does the switchback! He does the switchback on Wise! The Frenchman with the AlphaTauri!
Oh, he's coming back! Oh,
Racing
Point back then.
Racing Point, Wise coming back for another fight. He's saying, no, come back, buddy, our fight isn't over just yet! The Frenchman is saying, oh, yes it is! Goodbye, French, English boy!
He's also Wax now looking at the Ferrari.
Wax has finally come to his overtaking opportunity for the Ferrari of Sasha. Just an incredible race altogether. Fiend getting a 3-second time penalty. Woo!
It sure is. It's lovely. It's nice to see. Sorry, it's nice to see that Wax is really batting it out there, and he's doing it in a clean manner. Some places, different races that you see, people collide through. Obviously, they can't overtake cleanly at all. But this is phenomenal from Wax with that slingshot move overtake that he did on wide. Phenomenal on turn 1. But hopefully, he can do the same again to Sasha. There we go.
As
we're up to the pit straight.
Tygoras getting a 3-second time penalty. Wax is going to be looking all over that Scarlet Ferrari looking for an opening. And I think his opening will be the inside. Yep, here he comes! Down the straight. Oh, is he going to send it? No, he's going to keep in. He's going to keep in and look for another move to put on Sasha. He knows he has the momentum to get through Sasha. But how is the proper question that he has to ask. And here's
sure is. Sure is, and Sasha does know this. Sasha does know he can't overtake. He can't let him overtake. It's going to really ruin his race completely because he was in top position, but Sasha's not going to let Wax have it that easily, I must admit.
And also something that you have to admit, Ollie and Beer Boost, they are nowhere to be seen, man.
Oh, I know. It's just unbelievable, but I don't know if Anderson's pit. Is Anderson pit? Because he is in 6th. It was the two Alpha. It was the two McLarens up top on 1st and 2nd.
Right.
I wonder if Anderson's pitted. But yeah, Ollie and Beer Boost, wow, they've disappeared. Beer Boost is in the pits now. They've got Sasha and Wax coming into the pits also, so no one's going to overtake part from Ollie. But I think Ollie's already pitted.
Wax now getting a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh boy.
He did nearly go into the back of the Sasha though. I did watch him on board screen. He's putting the softs on as well, so he's looking for more pace. Hopefully he can go. Oh yeah, he's on the back end of him now.
Beer Boost and Anderson now being passed by Sack and Ollie. Ollie now taking the lead here at this Brazilian Grand Prix, lap 21. XRL X2. I'll be your host for Breaking 28 with Hazel. No, not Hazel. Herbie. Woo.
It is Herbie. But now obviously the two Ferraris have both come into the pits and both are now in line. We've now got a big pack from Wavy all the way down into Ultimate. Ultimate is going to be wanting to try and fight through this pack, so he knows for a fact he's going to be in the point and also be able to get on the back end of Anderson.
Side by side. The 94 in the second. Okay, I think they're just trying to work at least decently, and if you will, create a wall of Ferraris, so that way Wax can't pass.
Here he comes, Wax now.
However, Wax will force his way through. He says, I don't care what kind of barrier you put on, I'm French, and thus an incredible racing driver as well as my skill.
Oh, Sasha's got Wavy now on the straight. Side by side.
Wavy will also be being seen.
Oh, even the racing point.
By Wax. Wax coming down the inside. Oh, wow. Oh my God. That's a Ferrari! That's the Ferrari of Decker! He's out!
Decker is out of the race. He's collided with one of the AlphaTauris. I believe that was Wise or even the Wax. Oh no, it's not good for Ferrari at all and not good for Decker. That is unbelievable. He's in the pit wall on the left side.
Perhaps they shouldn't be exchanging positions like Sasha and Dedger were doing. Definitely a sad day for Dedger. I bet he'll be absolutely just trying to throw his wheel out the window. Just how mad he was.
He will not be happy, but it's an absolute blind of an action for Smooth. He was just coming out of the pits as the safety car has been deployed, so he's got a fresh set of softs on that could lead him to the end of the race. And obviously the rest of the drivers that are in front, they may pit, so he could gain a lot of positions through this and be in the points for Smooth. It'd be the first time I've seen Smooth in the top 10.
Sack now pits, with now Beer Boost retaking the lead. Followed by Anderson, followed by Ollie, followed by Sasha, followed by Wax, and then followed by Wise.
Even here comes Wavy and Ultimate now both in the pits. Followed with Lowe's also going to the pit, so with his teammate Smooth joining him, I don't think he will. Like I said, he's got a fresh set of softs on, so he's going to overtake his teammate, I believe. So will be both Williams in the top 10 so far.
Absolutely, with the yellow, with the safety car out, anything can happen. It could be perhaps that Wax gets his leverage that he needs as Sasha warms up his tires to go green once more.
Ollie's going to love this because he's on the back end of Beer Boost. Ollie loves fighting Beer Boost, and I must admit he's got the pace to beat him. Hopefully he can do it again, but also he's got Wax in 4th position. All I want to overtake Sasha, and that'll be both racing points and a podium finish.
It could be perhaps now that if Wax can somehow get past the screaming red Ferrari of Sasha, it could just absolutely be a stellar race for Racing Point. Unfortunately, Anderson, Beard Boost's teammate, cannot be seen anywhere.
No, He's down Beer Boost's team at Anderson's in 7th. He has pitted, so he has got a fresh set of tyres on, so this could be a battle between the Racing Points and the McLarens. So both teams and drivers have both got pace and are really good at overtaking, especially with the packets in front of him. He may get into the top 3, but like I say, Ollie and Wax ain't going to let this down, because obviously Wax would love a podium finish.
Absolutely, and I'm currently looking at the back camera of Beer Boost and seeing that absolute colorful train of cars, that being Ollie and Sasha, Wax, and all the others warming up their tires. And if I'm going to be honest, looking at the back and especially at the mirrors like that, seeing the cars warming up their tires, I must say, it is extremely intimidating. It looks extremely impressive.
It sure does. And I believe with the cars that are evenly spread out, we've got more than 75% of the cars that are on track in the queue. We may have the safety car coming in. We will see. But if not, it will be the next lap. Tigers have got a 3-second time penalty.
Oh dear. It's not been going well for the Mercedes team this season. Hopefully they can do better next time.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But now you've got the rest of the cars coming up. It will be just the Haas driver of Joe Pelly to catch up. Fingers crossed, a safety car may come in this lap and it may get a good restart for Beer Boost. It's not looking like it kit so far. Maybe one more lap. Yeah, it's looking like one more lap here.
These cars are just absolutely just some incredible machines, and I bet the driver of the Mercedes safety car is just absolutely, if you will, a little bit nervous, seeing all of those V6 turbos winding up for the next lap by if they go green.
Has left the session. It would do after being DNF'd, after getting taken out. I don't know who it was. I didn't catch it on stream. I'm sure it'll be an instant report later on this tonight in the CE Discord. But as we've got the safety car still out, just like to say to all the 62 viewers that are on, if you like what you see, there is the follow button there. Hit the follow button by all means, you'll get more action through different leagues. We've got X1, X2 and X3 plus Dev on a Saturday. We're here all weekend, and also throughout the week we've got the odd occasional exhibition race. So by all means, if you like the action, please hit that follow button and also hit that notification button. But all in all, we'd like to thank you for watching the stream and also taking part in the chats and the predictions. But all in all, thank you very much for watching, and let's hope this restart comes to a clean restart.
Indeed, and also if you're watching this in post, please subscribe, share, like, and follow. Wait, no, that's the same thing. So just subscribe, hit the notification bell for every race weekend for X1, X2, and X3, and then on Saturdays we do Dev Race. So I don't think
safety car is in.
I don't think you would want to miss that. And as Herbie says, the safety car is in this lap by. Oh, here we go. As the V6 wind up to around near like 10,000 RPM, and here they go. Green, 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 green. Here comes Beer Boost up first, followed by Ollie, followed by Sasha, followed by Wax, followed by Wise. And it looks it's a 3 wide. It's a 3 wide. Oh wow. Ferraris and the Racing Points. It's just all sorts over the shops. Oh, and that's Anderson wide.
Was a bit of a twitchy start there for all of them, but they've all got through cleanly without an install.
Oh, and that's yellow flags! That's Wax! Oh, I think he got maybe Manuel Spinella through, oh, it's a severe collision with Ultimate. Oh, Wax is retired from the session.
Oh, why is he retired? Wow. They don't retire on track, Wax. That'll be frustration. That'll be frustration.
I think that'll also be a bit of a penalty for retiring.
He may not get to qualify in Abu Dhabi, but we'll see. They might have a look into it, but I think that might be down to frustration. Obviously, it's a clean start. He was in an absolutely phenomenal position to get to the top 3. He had a bit of a bump through the first 2 and 3 turns with the Ferrari of Sasha, but then all of a sudden he's battling it out with, I believe it was the AlphaTauri and Anderson in the McLaren.
Yeah, and he absolutely
accidentally.
Yeah, he made contact with Ultimate, and he just decided to just give up on it, and he just went out. So now, with the BWT Racing Point and Scuderia Ferrari only down 1 drivers, both of them there is some massive heat between BWT Racing Point and Scuderia Ferrari. It could just happen here. With the Papaya McLaren of Beard Boost, he's just still streaking ahead as if nothing phases this man. Nothing phases him except Ultimate. But Ultimate is apparently having a bit of a fight with Wavy, a bit of a scrap, and that's Wavy offsides a little bit.
He's also now attacking the Red Bull of Fiend. He's on the outside of Fiend.
Ultimate just dancing around Fiend.
Here we go, Ultimate now is going to want to be screaming to the back end of Smooth and itching his bum to try and get past him.
Indeed, with Ultimate in full hunt mode, and he is hunting, and he is going to be hunting all the way up to Beard Boost, because he knows that's going to be his main rival, as Smooth has no idea what kind of man he's facing in his rear view mirror. Now Sasha and Zach having a bit of a fight. Sasha's just not trying to lose any more positions, but he won't have another choice, and there's contact a little bit, I think, between the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo.
We'll see how the fight's in Sector 2. We clear anyway, back to green flag, but Sasha and Zach are fighting it out for the 3rd spot of the podium.
Absolutely. And now Ultimate getting in front of Smooth, now being right at the back of Wise. Wise knows better.
There we go.
Ultimate tries to send it, but it doesn't completely work. Wavy and
they still got him though. Still got him side by side. Some reason why Smooth went really wide there. But this
is to me, I think Wise is in shock.
he's more in shock. He's having a disaster now. He's now got the back of Smooth, Wavy and Fiend now all the back end of him, but 2D's got a 5 seconds penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But Ultimate now is flying now towards Anderson in McLaren.
That brings up Zola to 12-second time penalties. Oh! 2D
Tuddy's
retires!
gone, Tuddy's retired in the pit lane. Oh, his car's going to come on track. No way, his car's coming back on track. He's now got an AI car. Sorry, we've got an AI car on track. This is not going to be good for Beard Boost, because once he catches him up, these cars are set to about 100% or more. Looking at 120, with obviously how good these drivers are, and yeah, it's going to be hard to overtake, because these AI drivers are just ridiculous. They don't know what they're doing at all.
Absolutely.
But
Ollie, and that's Zola. Zola's off track. With low, and that looks like Joe Pelli.
Ollie, and also Ollie is overtaking Beard Boost. Beard Boost now is in 2nd position.
What is Joe doing? He just did a full 360. What?
No idea what Joe Pelli's doing. I don't think anybody knows what Joe Pelli's doing. Has he got wing damage? He has. He's got wing damage, so he'll be in the pits.
Indeed, with now virtual safety car being deployed. Tigurus now having an 18-second time penalty.
I don't know if Ollie took Beard Boost on the pit. Oh, Beard Boost just collided with Ollie. Ollie, for some reason, slowed down loads, and Beard Boost smashed into the back of him. Oh no, that's wing damage for Beard Boost. 6 laps to go. Oh no, that's Beard Boost now. No, he's going to be out of this race.
Beard Boost is falling through the order, and it's the 2 McLarens. Beard Boost lets Anderson by. Ultimate passes Beard Boost. The 2 title rivals have gone past each other, and Ultimate's going now, continuing for hunt mode now for Ollie, as he passes Anderson like he's standing still. Nothing stops this man. And now he catches up with his teammate Sack as he's still having a bit of a scrap with Sasha.
You know what? This is absolutely phenomenal. Ultimate started in 20th.
Oh.
Just a reminder to everybody. He started in 20th. He's now in 4th, and he's right running down to the back of Sasha.
What does DT mean for penalties?
Drive-through penalty.
Oh no, Tigura is now having a drive-through penalty for multiple warnings. Oh dear.
He'll have a drive-through. Once he serves that, he may have a 3 or a 5-second penalty added on to that underneath it, but we'll see. I don't know if that's underneath or not, because that will go that DT once he's done his drive-through.
Low now getting a 5 for speeding in the pit lane. Seems people can't calculate the pit lane entry. We've had a lot of pit lane speeds.
We have, definitely. We've had loads. I think it was more Tigores.
Sector 2 yellow flags! I think it's Chivas! No,
John.
it's Tigurus! It's Tigurus, he's spinning!
No, Tigores. He's up now.
Oh, Tigurus spins once more on the curb. He's going to reverse to let Beard Boost by. And his teammate, Jeebus John. This race is not going well.
Not Anderson, sorry. Ultimate has got a 3-second time penalty. Sasha's got a 8-second time penalty. Ultimate just needs to stop behind Sasha. He will gain 3rd position. He was going to get a podium if he stays there. If he ever takes it, fabulous. But yeah, he's going to stick to 3rd position. But Anderson's creeping to the back of him. He needs to get more than 3 seconds in front of Anderson, or else Anderson will take his spot.
Absolutely, and Anderson being, I believe, 2nd in the Drivers' Championship. Let me go ahead and check that.
He is with 144, I think it is, 47.
But then again, Ultimate is an X1 driver, and he shows it here by passing Sasha on the inside as they go to T1. Sasha can't do anything but give it up.
He's an animal. If he can do a full 23 though, this is going to be crazy. I think he will get driver of the day for this. If he's gone from 20th to 1st, unbelievable.
Absolutely.
He's only got Sack to get.
Redemption arc. He needs that redemption arc for Mexico.
Oh yeah, of course, because he put on the intermediates too early, didn't he? And he crashed out through the S's. Yeah, I remember that. So Ultimate now he's going to say Ultimate now is gaining onto the back of his teammate Sack to the Alfa Romeos, but this is a good spot for Alfa Romeos to be in the podium finish.
Absolutely.
Both teams,
Here comes the question.
Hi guys,
Will Sack move for Ultimate? That's screaming Alfa Romeo, I believe, the screaming Alfa Romeo machine, the 95 of Ultimate. Will Sack let Ultimate by? Tigurus has left the session.
Tigurus got disqualified from the session. He did too many warnings through the race, and he's been disqualified in session. So he's, I think he DNF'd in the pits and left the session completely. But yeah, if you're looking now, Ultimate is now just just over a second behind his teammate. He might just stick there and let Sack battle Ollie.
Absolutely, and with Ollie still up front, but facing under pressure from Sasha. Wait, no, that's Sasha in 4th. What the? I don't know what.
Sasha.
Wait a minute, I'm still seeing Ultimate. What the hell?
Ultimate overtook Sasha on lap 34, not 34, lap 32. Ultimate took him on turn 1.
Okay, no, there we go. Now I'm on board with Ollie. Sack is going for it. Sack is going for it on the outside. Oh, and he doesn't have enough pace. Oh wait, no, it's still side by side. There's contact.
Oh, contact.
There's Ollie. Ollie, barrel spinola. Oh, that's some of his front wing broken. Wow. Sector 1 yellow flags for Ollie. What happened there? All Hazel now DNFing.
That is unbelievable. I'm in shock. We've got also where Hazel's DNF'd on turn 1. He's crashed. He's lost his wheel. He's on the side of the road. His yellow flag's in sector 1. It's Hazel.
I'm riding on board with Beard Boost to see if we can't see the car. I couldn't see it. Maybe
It's gone now. The car's gone. Wow.
Sack it ultimate.
Drama.
It is now an Alfa Romeo 1-2. As we know, Jesus Christ, that was quick. As we come now onto the penultimate lap. Oh, it's Sack. Sack is offline.
No way. God no. He's in that position.
That means
All
Ultimate's
race.
now taking pole. Now for Ultimate, has to just cross the line and take it home for Alfa Romeo. It's just been drama the whole way through.
Oh, I feel for Sack. I really do. He's fought all race for that position against Ollie, and he's
Here
just
comes
blown it.
Lowe.
No.
Through the inside of Sasha. Unfortunately, Lowe is a lap down. He's trying to unlap himself to see if he can't get somewhere in the at least past Joe. And Lord knows where Joe is. Okay, Joe's a couple of quarters ahead. But it does seem that Ultimate will, at least at the moment, only getting the 3-second time penalty as I'm talking. Ultimate will be your Brazilian GP winner. It's just, wow. Penultimate lap drama for Sack.
Man.
As Ultimate comes home in P1 redemption arc from his disqualification in Mexico. Here comes Ultimate for the final time across the line. And there he goes. Ultimate has now finished, followed by Sasha, who gets an... Oh, and
Anderson takes second.
Yeah, because of the penalty. Anderson
Correct.
gets in second. Oh no! Sasha falls through the order because of his penalty. So now it's Ultimate, Anderson, Wise, and Smooth. Now Sasha, Sack, Ollie, Fiend. Now Beard
no
Boost
way.
is the next to cross the line. Poor Beard Boost. He had such a great reason to win this race, but it wasn't enough. I think he nearly
contact, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he nearly did a shmee.
He nearly did, yeah. He nearly did, but he had contact on Ollie and the restart. Ollie, well, no, it was the safety car. And
the last
Ollie
one to cross the line
slowing down.
is going to be Joe Pelly in a P12. Not a bad race for Joe Pelly, but he could definitely do some improvement. That was an incredible race. Wow.
I could not believe that. I really do feel sorry for Sack.
Driver of the day being Ultimate. Absolutely. I think he did a 21.
He did a full 20 grid. He's gone from 20 to 3rd. That is just crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. Wow, that's phenomenal racing, that.
Absolutely. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I weren't expecting that at all. I thought Sack, he's fought, like I said, he fought so hard for that position. He's finally got it off Ollie. I thought right, with the contact they had on the turn 1 and 2, I thought, God, bloody hell, this is not going to be good for him at all. But yeah, he got the position and lost it.
Yeah, very much unfortunate for Zach, but it's an absolute glorious day for Ultimate as he's back on first place. I mean, he's an X1 driver. How else can you describe his absolute domination in this series? As we close it down now, Anderson now leaving the session. Can we perhaps actually get somebody for once inside of the commentary box? Anyways, rounding out your position leaders, we have Ultimate in first, followed by Anderson, followed by Wise, followed by Smooth, followed by Sasha. Then we have Sack in 6th, Wavy in 7th, Ollie in 8th, Fiend in 9th, Beard Boost in 10th, Zola in 11th, Joe Pelly in P12, Lowe in P13, Jeebus John in P14, and then Hazel in P15, and then our disqualification, our DNFs are going to be 2D for some reason. Wax getting punted, I think by Sasha, and then Deadger being sort of shoved out of line and then crashing onto the pit wall, the exit of the pit wall, and then Penku just absolutely just raging at the start. And then we have, unfortunately, Tigurus getting a disqualification. An absolute incredible race has been just seen, ladies and gentlemen.
That was absolute phenomenal race, and it was just drama from start to finish. You know, you got cars that all of a sudden they spread out, and you think, right, it's just going to be a chill out session. And the next minute, they're all right there, side by side, battling it out through the S's and also on the pit straights. Absolutely phenomenal racing for the X2 drivers, and you know what? I applaud to you all. They've done a fab job. Fab job.
Absolutely, just an incredible race from all of these incredible drivers. Just wow, is all I can say.
Indeed. Did you want to talk to Ultimate if I can get him in?
Yes, absolutely.
See if I can get him in. But yeah, just I feel for Sark. It's just Sack that I feel sorry for. It's unbelievable.
Ultimate, make sure that your audio is connected.
Yeah, done.
Okay. So if you want to start off with the first question, Herbie, go ahead.
So Ultimate, absolute fly of a race. You come from 20th all the way up to first position. It's unfortunate that Sack unfortunately spun with just one lap to go, and yeah, it must have been gut wrenching for you because obviously it'd be nice to see your Alfa Romeos in the top two.
Yeah, man. I wanted to pass them anyway. We're only X1 reserve, so it doesn't really matter what happens to us at the end of the day. But it's always nice to get constructors for the X2 boys for whenever. I don't even know who drives for X2, the Alpha, but it's always nice to get points to them. I got the fastest lap as well and the win. So, end of the day, it would have been nice to get the 1-2, but stuff happens, doesn't it? So.
It does, and then we was here obviously streaming and commentating on it. Oh my god, my gut dropped.
It's a mental race. Honestly, the amount of overtaking I had to do and the amount of battles I saw in front of me, it was insane.
20 to first. How can you comprehend such an avalanche of a job to do?
I broke my wing twice.
Just rub it into everybody, why don't you? You got Penku that. He got a painkiller that broke his wing more times than anything, and he still had to DNF. But yeah, honestly, I applaud you, mate. Honestly, really do. You did an absolute fab job on getting pole position.
Yeah, well, X1, I did the Grand Slam, and then obviously I've won the next two as well. I didn't expect to because I was like P13 after the safety car restart, and I thought, oh, here we go, I'm going to lose my wing again or something like that. And then obviously Chris Beard Boost broke his wing, and then Ollie and Sack had a collision, and then Sack spun, and then there was, who else was there? There was loads of people in front of me just getting wing and everything, everyone pitting in front of me. To be fair, I got lucky. When I was the last laps, like that's what made it count, because I was begging for a safety car when I was on them hards. I was thinking, please, I need a safety car, and then I also got one, and I literally, as the safety car came out, I broke my wing. So I was thinking I'm gonna have to pit anyway, and then it came out, and I thought, oh my god, thank you so much. Like, I was just thinking, thank God for that.
Yeah, we were running alongside you when the safety car come out, and when we saw you go into the pace, I said to Rootbeard, I said to him, he's going to go on softy and try and do it through the pack. And thank God the safety car come on, because we know you've got pace, you've got absolute phenomenal pace, but it was just unreal to watch you flying through. And yeah, like you say, there's that much action going off in front of you. It just felt lucky for you, really, didn't it? But it's unfortunate, really, for both teams, both your drivers not getting in the top. Like I said, I do feel sorry for Sack, I really do.
I think he finished 6th in the end, so
he did.
He's won X1 today. He can't complain.
Yeah.
He can't complain.
That's it.
So it's good for him at the end of the day that he's won that. But end of the day, stuff happens. Ollie had a really good race.
He did.
Probably should have been top 3 definitely. Same with Chris. I know there was contact there. Like, we'll see what happens in the stewards. Stuff can change, you know what I mean? That race result will most likely change depending on what happens in the stewards, because there's a lot of incidents. I'm not going to say anything, but I did see quite a few.
There was only one driver, and I think that was Ty Gores, that got 21 seconds, so he's got an instant disqualification anyway.
Did
but
he?
obviously-
He got disqualified anyway, but I didn't
Yeah,
think
he
he did
did.
over 21 seconds. So I don't know. We'll find out how that works. We'll have
Yeah,
a word
I
with the
don't know what
boys, and we'll sort that out.
Yeah, fingers crossed he he didn't just retire in the pits like Sunday, because obviously, you know, Wax were flying through the park.
Wax nearly killed me.
He did.
Wax
He
killed
did.
me because he reversed back to get off the racing line, and I literally tapped his back wheel and I caught it. And I thought, oh, why? My look was awful, but apparently everyone else's look in front of me was even worse. So
Yeah, but it was
An absolutely incredible race.
yeah,
It
probably one of the most instant packed ones since we've had since Baku last season. That was an incredible race as well. That was, yeah, season 2
Action-packed,
Baku. That
wasn't
was, mate, you didn't want to see the instant report after that one. Put it that way. I don't think you'll want to see it after this one either. The stewards are going to have a bad time tomorrow.
It's going to be mad, isn't it? It's going to be mad.
Oh,
Definitely
mate,
interesting to
chopping and
see.
changing. Yeah, mate, 100%, 100%.
But yeah, well, anyway, thank you very much for Ultimate. Unless you've got something else to say, Rootbeard.
I mean, just absolute incredible drive. You and Beard Boost and Sasha are just in a class of your own. Pretty much every other one of the other drivers that you ever face is now just a, if you will, a bit of a mobile chicane that you have to navigate through. You've been passing people
Mate.
left and right that you don't care. That was pure hunt mode that I saw out there. Just in some absolute incredible consistency that I saw. Just absolutely taking over car after car after car. What's going through your mind as you're just constantly overtaking people like Zola and then just all the other drivers?
I mean, like, the way it works is, like, I try to be patient at the start. Like, I got an incredible start with P15. I absolutely blitzed off the start. And then I was trying to be patient and wait for everything to calm down a bit. And I broke my wing, and I thought, do you know what? Stuff this. I'm just going to go for it whenever I get the chance. And then I obviously had a bit of a battle with Hazel that didn't end the way I wanted it to. But, yeah, sometimes you've just got to send it. You just have to send it and hope for the best. Like, I know it doesn't sound great, but if you've got that confidence within yourself to make it stick, you'll most likely make it stick. And you just got to hope that other driver gives you room when you do make that mistake. But if you do make that mistake and you cause damage, then it's your own fault. You just have to trust in your own abilities at the end of the day. And it's consistency is key as well. That's what you got to do. If you like, obviously I've won X1 and I've won X2, and purely it's just down to consistencies. I know I got a time penalty today. But X1 I didn't. Like, it's just about consistency, like mindset, just being positive and not being negative, thinking, oh, I'm gonna have a bad race or whatever like that. It's all about your positivity and just having that confidence within yourself to make those overtakes and to be consistent and practice. Practice makes perfect
Absolutely.
at the end of the day. But don't forget Ollie and Stack in that. Definitely one of those boys are tough drivers as well as Chris. Or Beard Boost, sorry, Sasha, and his other drivers as well.
Sasha's phenomenal, yeah. Sasha's really good.
Yeah, for the age that he is, he's destined for greatness. He is. He was quick today as well, quicker than I expected it to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. Really good in that Ferrari car.
Yeah,
Really
shame
was.
he had a race ban in X1 because he would have been up there. But yeah, on to the last race of the season. Next week, Abu Dhabi, finale.
Thank God, eh?
Oh mate, I missed about 8 or 9 races season, and this is number 5, 5th win or something, I think.
Yeah.
No, 6th. Sorry, this is 6th. Because I won Bahrain and then I won Hungary and then I won the last 4. So yeah, it's a 6.
Yeah.
But yes, Abu Dhabi. I won that one last year. I'm hoping to win it again. But if Path's got anything to say about it, then it's going to be a bit of a tough one.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
an incredible race from you. Thank you for your time.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, Ultimate.
As the Brazilian Grand Prix comes to a close, we're now looking forward to next week for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. we hope to see you there. And is there any other things that you wanted to say to the audience before we go ahead and close this out?
Not a lot, just that it's been an absolute phenomenal race, and thank you for you, obviously, to take part in the stream, and did a really good job on what you did, and that thanks to everyone else that's been watching. And obviously, if you like what you see, just to hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. That's more than anything that we appreciate more than anything. Hit your notification bell. That will then give you a notification when we are live on weekends. But obviously we do have races in the week as well. That's just a bit of an exhibition with your Friday night knockout stages, and also Wednesdays, and also with F2 races. But all in all, our makes are all early, and I'll pass you on to Root Beer, but I'll thank you very much for everyone for watching.
Absolutely. Once more, it's just an absolute honor to be with these guys, and now to be sponsors, which I've never done anything with sponsors before my little YouTubing career. But here I am. So anyways,
Nice.
I wanted to say an absolute thank you to XRL and all of her sponsors, including but not limited to OneTap, ANS3D, and CDKeys.com. Please go check them out. They are just incredible people being sponsored for us. And that will be it for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and indeed us. Thank you guys all for watching. If you love what you see, if you're on Twitch, as Herbie said, please follow and turn off that notification bell, so that way you can watch us as we go lights out once more in Abu Dhabi to finish the X2 Season 3 season. And if you're watching this in post, please make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share with your friends, so that way we can have more guys on the XRL train. However, that will be it from me and Beard Boost. No, excuse me and Herbie. And we'll see you next time.
Cheerio.
Okay, so how do I stop stream?
Just go to the bottom of it, it should be there.
I'm just gonna go ahead and